So the white wing branch of this country, in an effort to be the white victim once again, are boycotting Bad Bunny because he's not white and he speaks Spanish. And that just goes against American exceptionalism, right? So they are doing their own halftime show with like white performers, including, with Kid Rock, because, he has flags and bald eagles and guns, because there's nothing more American than that. That's what we're going to see more of. These people are terrified of a white minority. Even today, when I was on a TikTok live, which I don't do a whole lot of anymore, it was the same demographic in the 3 conversations that I listened to. It was young, mediocre white men, and you'll never guess what their issues was, right? It wasn't universal health care. It wasn't affordability. It wasn't a living wage. It was gay people and transgenders, because they want traditional family values. But if you're a white man and you cause an insurrection and commit felonies, hey, no one's perfect. Who am I to judge? That's what you're seeing a lot of. What we're seeing in this country, it is a Donald Trump, the adjudicated rapist, convicted felon, is a Hail Mary. It is the last-ditch attempt of white supremacy that is screaming into the wilderness. They're saying, burn Rome to the ground, just like they did with Black Wall Street. We see people that aren't white going up the ladder, going to be equal. Tear it down. And that's what Bad Bunny represents to them. Non-white people being up top. And I thought about this today. Do you know what the most educated demographic is in this country? The 92%. Black women. You want to know why? I'm glad you asked. Look at a construction worker, okay? They use hammers, jackhammers, whacker plates to compress the base rock, all kinds of equipment, right? What happens to their hands? They get calluses, right? Because they work really hard, and it's hard work and it's tough work, and it builds these calluses on your hands. White people start on like the 50-yard line, and black people start all the way back on the goal line. They have to work 2, 3, 4 times as hard just to catch up. And it's damn near impossible to win. So black women have to study 2, 3, 4 times as hard. It's true. It's a fact. You want to listen to smart people? Go listen to someone like Amanda Gorman. She is off the charts smart. She has the most beautiful, most eloquent words. Go listen to a speech from Michelle Obama. I get goosebumps just thinking about how she speaks. She's so eloquent and intelligent. Go listen to them. They told us exactly what was going to happen. But white people are so stupid. They would rather have this bumbling idiot who wears diapers and orange makeup and basically falls asleep half the time, who stares at the sun and talks about Hannibal Lecter and how windmills cause cancer and electric sharks. There was a quote from LBJ back in the day, and I'll paraphrase it for 2026, and if you've heard it before, I apologize, but basically, this country will vote for the most morally bankrupt white man who's literally stealing your wallet over the most qualified black man. It's true. The dude literally cheats on every wife. He caused an insurrection. He protects pedophiles, but he's white, so it's okay. And that's what you're seeing with Kid Rock, because he exemplifies this lie of American exceptionalism, right? We're the best. And what does he do? Ooh, fireworks, bald eagles, flags, guns. And it's a lie. It's the Matrix. And what Donald Trump is, and people like Kid Rock, is they don't want that lie of American exceptionalism to go away. And it's that scene from the Matrix where Cyrus or whatever his name is, right? And he goes back into the Matrix with Agent Smith because he knew that the Matrix is a lie, but he didn't care. That's what this is. The halftime show, MAGA movement, Make America White Again. It is, they are terrified that when they're unplugged from the Matrix and they see that America's not great, it's only been great for white people, it scares the crap out of them. And they're going to go down like kids that are kicking and screaming, like when they have to eat their vegetables or get a flu shot or go to the dentist. I don't want to. No. I don't want to see actual history. That's why they're taking away the history of slavery at the President's Building in Philadelphia last week. That's why they took down pictures of slavery with the black people that had scars on their back. That's why he's putting up the history of Robert E. Lee again, putting up pictures, renaming after the Confederate soldiers. That's who they are. Make America white again. And Donald Trump is their Hail Mary. It's up to white people like me to speak out. And you know what's fascinating? Is all of these Christians that are out here that are pro-life, they're the people that will go on and make death threats and call people nasty names and say racial slurs, but they'll go to church with F. Joe Biden and Joe in the Ho and say, yes, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. Now, you can come on social media and be anonymous all you want, but you know what's crazy at the end of the day? You're going to have to look in that mirror with your 3 teeth while your cousin's laying in bed that you just married. You cannot hide from that person. You can kid anybody you want. But at the end of the day, you're still that sad, lonely little boy that is a white supremacist and a racist because you wouldn't vote for the black woman. You could joke, you could hide, you can be insecure and tell stupid jokes all you want. But you cannot... My dad said this. You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. You cannot take the racism out of MAGA. It is who they are. And the only way that changes is when white people do what I'm doing and call it out. It's like a black light. Disinfectant is the best apology. Make them be racist in public and watch them be shamed. That's the only way this happens. I'll be watching Bad Bunny. But you guys go ahead with Kid Rock and his little, whatever the hell, stupid ass hair and stupid ass American exceptionalism bullshit songs. And you know what? And if you don't like it, you can ship your ass back to England where you came from. Because this is not our land. This belonged to the Native Americans. Have a good day.